Hello, everybody. I am the Third Eye, and I'm going to say something that nobody else honestly bothers to say. Friendships are fake, and you know it. And the reason why I say this is because me, myself, when I had literally had to go through somebody who wanted to go through a friendship breakup with me, like, and I'll tell you a story right now. Uh, we were in college, and while we were in college, we were basically like in the hardest class, which I hated this professor because all he would do was honestly belittle me and embarrass me in front of the class for not knowing simple things and yell at me and tell me that I'm not going to pass the semester, which he was right, honestly. But honestly, most because of him, I hate his class. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, I was in, we were like studying after class. We were like doing work after class. And I told him to do the best that he can. And he was a trans man. And, he instantly latched onto me and wanted to be my friend, even though personally I didn't want to be his friend because I didn't, know him that much and we just met. But I was trying to be nice. Later on we were like taking walks together, when it was dark and talking about life. We gave each other gifts. He gave me a drawing. I made and gave him a dream catcher. And later on, when my house was burnt down by my neighbors, he found out and he gave me some art supplies. Then another later on, he wanted to be alone. He was a bit sad, so he wanted me to give him some space. So I did that. And when I did give him some space, I saw that he was talking to other people, which I don't know how I understand how you wanted a space, but yet now you're talking to people. Anyways, we had we exchanged we gave each other our discords. We were talking on there, and when I moved out of my dorm, I texted him and I said, "Hey, do you like dogs?" And the reason why I said this is because I've been having problems with my dog because he doesn't stop, you know, peeing and pooping everywhere on the couch specifically. And my parents, well, my mom, wanted me to give him away. So I asked her if she wanted to do it. And then she said, "Yeah, I don't think this is going to work out." And I said, "Okay, but that's not what I said." And then she said, "Yeah, I don't like people who ghost me." Got all these notifications. Anyways, I wasn't trying to ghost her. And you know what? Good. You know what? I'm glad I ghosted you because you're weird. Like, she literally be waiting for me, in the bathroom. And I'm like, he literally be waiting for me in the bathroom. Like, I remember how, like, our times, like, he would latch onto me and, like, I would need space because, like, he'll text me a lot of times. And I'll text him a lot of times too. And then, later on in the text, he would say that, that I forced my spirituality onto him. Which, how did I force my spirituality onto you? Mind you, I never said that he had to be spiritual. I never, I wouldn't even talk about spirituality that much. Like, I would never talk about spirituality that much with him. I would usually talk about, the world, like world events, but I would barely even talk about that. And for him to sit up there and say that, oh, that I'm forcing my spirituality onto him, which is, I find ridiculous, is like, no, I didn't force my spirituality onto you. It was because you didn't like the fact that I was spiritual. And like, he will literally talk about gay stuff every single time, like, I'm near him. Like, every time I'm near him, I would literally hear him talk about the same stuff, make gay jokes, talk about gay topics. Like, it's exhausting. But, I wouldn't give him crap for it. I'll talk about how beautiful the sky is. I'll talk about other things, and he would say, "Oh, if these topics make you uncomfortable, just tell me." And it wouldn't necessarily make me comfortable. It's just, honestly, he would talk about it a lot. But for him to talk about how I forced my spirituality on him, I feel like, yeah, you're just mad. You're literally mad that I'm spiritual. That's literally just it. And then he would say that I don't believe in I never believed in psychics, and it was invasive for me to enter his dreams. Mind you, he said that he was a witch before, and I asked permission if we could, send each other symbols in our dreams. Like, you gave me permission. Like, if you didn't want to do it, why the hell did you say yes? Like, I don't get it. But, and to be honest, I don't even care if you don't believe in psychics. That's fine. If you don't believe in psychics, that is totally okay. Like you act like I'm gonna get mad because you said that you don't believe in psychics, okay? And you were never a witch. How are you a witch? How are you a witch? And you're talking about you don't believe in psychics. That makes no sense. Like, almost all witches are psychic in a sense. But I digress because people aren't ready for that conversation. But anyways, especially when I had Discord, I had, other friends, so I won't even call them friends. I'll say I had other acquaintances Discords. And, every time I would text them, I would always be the first one to literally text them. They don't even text me. Which is how I can tell that they're not friends. They're not interested. Like, I'm be honest, I be telling people, and I don't know if I did misgender, which I'm so sorry if I did misgender. Which, to be honest, like if they're not like texting you consistently back, that's how you can tell that they're not interested in being friends. Like, it's best to take time to yourself, figure out, who you are and who you want, and not be what other people want you to be. Like, just be your authentic self. Anyways, let me know your comments down below, and that's the end of the video. Peace out.